My name is Don Cross, mentor and investor of Southwest Trading Company here at 80 Church Street in Naugatuck, Connecticut. We opened up the business in June of 2019, but with the name in mind, geared ourselves towards almost a souvenir shop that you would see out in Arizona, except we built it here in Naugatuck. Along with the sterling silver jewelry and semi-precious stones, we've spread it into Southwestern accessories, Native American arts, crafts, and artifacts, genuine artifacts. A lot of our artwork is by Native American artists, signed and dated, beaded or hand beaded bracelets in different sizes. We've got leather, handmade leather bracelets which are adjustable to like from 7 all the way out to 8 inches. And again, Southwestern design, all different types of, let's say if you went to a store in Arizona, a souvenir shop, we are that exactly, except we took it and moved it here to Naugatuck. And that's what we'd like to be. And one of the bigger items are Baja hoodies with a front pouch. They come in various multicolors. We have all sizes from small all the way up to XXL. Very big seller for us. Along with that, we carry all types of handmade handbags. Some are over the shoulders, some are smaller. We do carry, again, all handmade, native design, cosmetic bags, coin purses, all with this whole Southwestern theme. Going back to some of the Native American, we do carry all types of dream catchers from small 3-inch rounds all the way up to probably 14-inch wide. Some are actually made down in South America, indigenous from the South Americans down there. And then we also have the North American, Native American, different tribes such as the Navajo. Jewelry wise, we have, again, on the Native American side, I've got some authentic Zuni jewelry. They're well known for their inlaid. As a matter of fact, I happen to be wearing this little gem here. This is a Zuni handmade turquoise sterling silver. The Zuni are well known for their handmade. I believe we've got an earlier shot of a Zuni pendant. It's called the Zuni bear, and it has the eagle feathers that are dangling off of the pendant, and it's a big, very heavy chain. You can't miss it. And again, authenticated, autographed, signed, dated, just trying to get across that so many of our items are authentic. They are actual artifacts, and there's nothing like this really, not just Naugatuck, pretty much in the whole valley. We're about the only store to carry all these items. We incorporated a lot of Native American arts, crafts, handcrafted items. A lot of the artwork is actually Native American artists that have signed, autographed, dated, numbered, very, very beautiful pieces. And then we got into a full line of incense, stick incense, resins, essential oils. We do a lot with the oracle cards and tarot cards, different types of herbs that the Native Americans would have used, such as white sage, cedar, sweetgrass, the essential oils, a full line of minerals and crystals and especially tumbled stone. We're probably the largest store here in the Naugatuck Valley to carry, I would say we're close to 800 different tumbled stone. We've got this large amethyst cluster, mostly known for its healing properties. This piece in particular is a very large, it was actually a cathedral piece, which I was actually at a flea market up in Maine. It had dropped off a table and broke in half, but the piece itself is still worth somewhere between $300 and $400. The other piece I want to talk about, we have a hand-carved, handmade Native American head that very intricate. I can't imagine how this fellow, whoever he was, I believe it was Native American, hand-carved every bit of it, even the feathers. You can really see the fine work that was done on it. Very well handcrafted, the eyes, the mouth, the nose perfectly shaped. Just a fantastic piece. So many people were asking to buy it, but I'm kind of keeping it with the store just to keep that Native American feel. It's just a beautiful piece, and I'd like to keep it here. Back corner of the retail end, we have this corner shelf that holds it's actually a Mohawk handmade gourd that was, he somewhat burnt into it the design of I'm going to call him a shaman, and the gourd is hollowed out, also stained. It's a kind of an orange in color, and out of the top there is a wild turkey feather, just for design. It's a real collector's piece. It was an actual Mohawk friend of mine from the Greater Hudson up in upstate New York. And down below that, I have a actual coyote face. And that is more for the people that are into their animal totems. They like to collect anything that resembles or is a piece or a part of whichever their animal totem is. And right below that, I have an actual piece of buffalo fur, and it's a large strip. And again, if the buffalo was your totem, it'd be a fine piece to collect. A lot of the different tools that I use, I've got a smudge wand, which is made from Canadian goose and mink fur. I've got a ceremonial pipe, which is actually Lakota made of pipestone. And it's a husband and wife team. The wife did the beading and the fringe. People that are into their own animal totems or power animals, you start to collect different items from those animals. So I would have like a bobcat tail. I have a rattle that's got bobcat fur all the way around it. Of course, I've got my own medicine bag full of all the different items that I use. Right in the front, we have a corner shelving where we carry all different types of Native American books, CDs, just all different types, but really all kind of based toward Native American. And leaning up against that, it's actually a curio closet, is I had a handmade walking stick. It's actually black diamond willow. And the fellow who made it, he makes it for all these chiefs of different Indian nations out in the plains. He's out in Minnesota himself. I suggested what I was looking for, and he made it exactly the way that I wanted it. We've got an inlaid turquoise stone on the top, wild turkey feathers dangling off to the side, and the willow, the wood itself, he coated 6 times with the lacquer. Along with lacquering it, he saged the whole stick down, and while he did, any ash that fell, he actually lacquered it right into the stick. So it really turned out to be such a sacred stick that he wouldn't even autograph it or put his name on it, because he said, he truly said to me, never sell it, don't ever get rid of it. This was personally made for you. I do the same for chiefs. He does make staffs and different types of Native American clubs and things like that. But for people that are interested in whether a walking stick or staffs, I can absolutely get you in touch with him. This is all that he does, and many chiefs have gone to him. Very special, a very particular and special artist. So we are on that spiritual edge, and with that, in the back room is where I myself do a lot of guided Native American meditation. I also do Native American journeying. I hold one-on-one, hour-long healing sessions, and I do some very intuitive tarot card readings. We also keep a whole section in the back of Native American artifacts. We've got a Navajo cradle board. It's actually a winter cradle board that they used. It would be on the mother's back, and the baby would be, there was a fur that they used from, I believe it was coyote fur, and the baby's head is under there, and they had a little dream catcher built in as well. And of course they have their feathers and all the leather work built in as well. This piece is at least 60 to 75 years old. And our back room, we've got zero gravity burgundy lounge chairs, so that for the comfort of the people who come, they can adjust them to whatever height. If they want to lay down completely flat, they can do that. If they want to sit up straight or have their knees raised, these burgundy loungers are excellent. They literally melt right into the loungers themselves. There's nothing like this in the town of Naugatuck. We are somewhat of the first, and we are finding that the community is taking very well to it. Yeah. And I guess that's it. I hope that explains everything, and we'd love to have you come down and check us out.